Owners John and Janine Mariansky, teaming with trainer Blaine Wright, are the envy of many WTBOA sale buyers. Wright has been around horses since he could walk, growing up in a through and through thoroughbred family. He's developed a successful system of inspecting yearlings.
I myself, I'm always looking for May type of foals later in the summer, because usually they're not very developed and they're kind of usually in that string bean tweener stage type of thing, and a lot of people don't like to look at them, so I always think that there's value in those horses.
At the 2009 sale, they purchased a late foal from the first crop of Rockport Harbor.
Northwest Farms bred him. I thought, we know Jerry don't like to keep the males, he likes to keep the females, so I thought that he was a horse that could have been bought in our price range, and maybe we were going to get some kind of a discount for him.
He was named Rocky's Quest. At age 4, he had grown into the horse Blaine Wright had pictured at the yearling sale.
You could see that as a young horse, and he got good at the right time. Of course, he had conditions too, and that always helps them horses develop. So it was a super year for us.
He won his first start in 2012 and clinched Emerald Downs Claimer of the Meeting honors with his 5th victory in September.
Rocky's Quest 2 in front. Down the center, Malibu Rum to second. But a dashing display and Rocky's Quest in front. Malibu Rum the challenger. But Rocky's Quest continues to pull out what's up the sleeve. Rocky's Quest by 3 at the wire.
A career highlight was a win in the mile consolation race, the Pete Peterson Memorial in 2013.
But it has been a one-act affair, and it's all Rocky's Quest, who's going to win the Pete Peterson Memorial easily. Assessment making inroads to second, and down the outside does Deacon Speakin or Lesson to seat for third. Rocky's Quest won by 4.
Retirement came, but not after 10 wins in 33 starts. John Mariansky always trusted Wright to find a good home.
He lets me just kind of look for homes for him a lot of times, and most of the time he's not asking for a lot of money, he's just asking for a good home.
One of Rocky's Quest's biggest fans was horse lover Michelle Brown, whose parents purchased her first horse at age 14. Not long after, she got a job as a groom for trainer Craig Roberts at Longacres.
I've come out to Emerald Downs since it opened, of course, and he just happened to be my favorite horse. His dam has the same name as the first horse my parents ever bought me. So there was some infinity there to begin with, and I just love that horse. I mean, he was a competitor, personality, and gorgeous, of course. My husband, Keith Drubbin, is here and knows Blaine and the Marianskys and knew he was my favorite horse and that he was going to retire. And I can't thank the Marianskys enough for their gracious gesture and Blaine for hooking us up. And basically, Keith went and begged on my behalf.
Michelle has had Rocky's Quest for 10 years now.
He's a boarding facility now, and we did some training, some jumping, little jumping, and he's too smart, because he says you could go around. Why would you go over if you can go around? Too smart. And then we did some dressage, which he's lovely at, but he really has not a lot of interest in showing, and I'm like, dude, you've given so much to your humans. We can do whatever you want to do.
Rocky's Quest's life is not boring.
Some days we trail ride, some days we work on dressage. Other days, if you read the Rocky tea leaves right, this is not the day to get on. And so we just play in the arena, but he's got it pretty good.
Rock was everybody's favorite horse. He was just a ham. It was like having a pet. And I think you probably learned that from talking with Keith's wife and Michelle, and he's still a kid's pet.
He's very energetic. He might be 17 going on 4, to tell you the truth.